What's going on, my friends? I'm gonna hop on, and usually when I get something on my mind, I want to talk about it. Just watching some people talk here a little while ago, and something triggered of. It's a big topic. I see a lot of people getting mad or frustrated. Why wasn't their track selected for an opportunity or a music brief, or why a publisher didn't take that track? Publishers looking for some tracks on their own brief. It's they're looking for tracks that they know their clients are gonna. I hate this. Somebody just at a stoplight when it turns green, you're about to go, just wants to cut right in front of you and turn. Sorry about that. But anyway, they're looking for tracks that they know that their clients are going to be looking for. They've been told, start rounding up a pile of tracks. This is kind of what we're looking for. So they're kind of, it may be, and I get this a lot, and I get a lot of music briefs. So I get stuff that's conveyed to me that, I'll get a heads up from publishers. Listen, some clients are really going to be looking for a lot of this. Could be a future brief. We need you to start, if you can, start loading us up with this type of music. And here's the details. Here is your reference track, that kind of thing. But the thing is a lot of guys will get mad and go, they should have taken my track and blah, blah, blah. How come they didn't take it personally? When at the end of the day, and I know some of you have heard this before, different forms and such, it's not that it was a bad track. It's the fact that there was something you did or didn't do that didn't quite meet the mark. And that's okay. Because, listen, like I talked about the other day, you're not going to nail every brief. I couldn't seem to capture the vibe and nail it on something as simple as what I was doing, and it happens. Listen, I'm not the be-all, end-all. I'm not, doesn't make me less or better or less or any worse of a musician than anybody else. Doesn't make you better or worse than anyone else because you don't nail a brief. Some of the best musicians I know of can't nail every one of them. Trust me when I tell you that. And if you think differently and you think, oh, well, I can do every genre and I can get every brief and I'm the best and blah, 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 you might want to reevaluate that, because you may not either be, one, truthful in telling the whole story, or two, you hadn't done enough briefs for certain publishers to find out what not meeting that mark is all about. And it happens. My point is don't take it personally. Keep moving. Who cares? Because where it doesn't make it there, it's going to make it in another publisher, and it's going to get placed, and it's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be all right. I think my point here on kind of what I want to add to it is simply this. These publishers, libraries, these supervisors, these network people and whatnot, the people that are sending the briefs out of what they're looking for are doing the best they can to convey what it is they're looking for. Listen, I've worked a lot of briefs, and they send out what they're looking for, and every time I think, I wonder what else they could tell me that could help me nail this brief. I really do wonder that. Sometimes they send you reference tracks, and I wish they would just give me the whole track, because they only show, and these are the hardest. They'll show you that you would think it would be the easiest, but it's actually the hardest for me. It might be easy for you. That's why we're all different. I'm not going to say it's the hardest for everybody. It's hard for me is to see a sliver of music being used actually in a scene, which is cool. But what I'd love is that whole track, and then the part of that track, like, that was used in that scene. Give me both. I think that would be cool. That would actually help me understand where in that track was used. But what I do understand is that they're telling you in that scene what is working for them, and that probably earlier in the track, you need to get to the point with that right there, and then, move on with it. So like I told you, you got to get to the point quick. You got to get somewhere. It's got to have all the elements of what they're looking for. And it has to end right. And it has to, if you've been doing production music, you know that it has to be structured, it has to be sequenced right, it has to, all the elements there, you have to, it's not writing a hit song. And if you're watching this for the first time, when you're doing production music for film and TV, you're not writing a hit song. You're going to have to slice that in two and take the vocals here and the music here and go, okay, well, if I have a singer-songwriter, I've got that. I need to make an instrumental version of it. But if I'm just doing instrumental music and there's no vocals, that's a whole different ball of wax. You can't write it like a singer-songwriter track, but you can't write it like you're trying to write a hit instrumental track either. You know, you have to give them options and do things. So the thing is I often wonder how could they convey it better? And you know, at the end of the day, guys, they're human like you and I. They're doing the best they can to convey what it is they're looking for. And even they don't know. I think there's other things they probably could say, they could tell you, but they don't know. They just don't know. Really, they don't. And I think you have to do the best you can, and I think getting better at learning that genre of music and how to structure, I think one of the biggest feats for me was when you learn that genre is the structure. And there's a common structure to production music. There really is. That you can implement in any genre. I say in any, but there are some differences when you get into trailer music and when you get into orchestral stuff, but there's a common formula. In other words, there's some little bit differences, but it's still, the structure is the same. You know, you got a kind of a building structure or like an AD type structure. Either way, it's building and it's ending right. So that's another conversation for later on that, because you got a lot of videos out there, a lot of good ones, man. They can teach you how to structure production music. I'll tell you one book in particular. She is really involved with that company Taxi, which really, I think Taxi is a great company. They've been around for 30 years. Their road rally's starting this week, and in fact, I'll pass this on if you get it in time for today only. They've got what they call the prequels. They've got free to the public. They've got, I think if you go to Taxi TV on YouTube, they're posted. You can watch. There's some cool panels coming up today, and I will give it to Michael Lasclo. He's really big on trying to educate you and help you. And that road rally each year is like that. I've never been to one. This year that I managed to be able to get involved and be able to see the panels this year, and I'm going to do that. I want to see what that's all about. You never know. It may be worth the membership a year just to go to that road rally just so you can make connections and learn things. You know, I'm not big on pay for play, but if there's any company I've ever do it with, if I do, it would be Taxi, because they're actually screening for really good, as they call boutique libraries, but good ones that you don't hear about a lot for Universal, and they're doing a lot of stuff. So it's not volume stuff, but it make you relationships with libraries. But my point is that her name is Robin Fredericks, and if you haven't read her books, read them. She's got one on writing like a singer-songwriter, writing songs basically for film and TV. She teaches you how to structure them. She's real big, and she's talking this year too. She talks every year on how to structure for production music with singer-songwriter. She's tops in the industry on that deal. She has a great book that lays out writing songs, how to write lyrics and do that. She's got another one. I've got both books. I've got them packed away, but they're great books. It's called Writing Production Music for Film and TV. All the secrets to it. It's a really good book. Gosh, probably about 1.5 inches thick. Equates to probably about 600-700 pages or more. I don't even remember. It's a great book, though. I can tell you that. Go to Amazon, look up Robin Fredericks. Writing for film and TV music and writing songs. It's a great book. I'm telling you, it's one of the tops in the industry. It really is. There's some other good books out there. There's one called Demystifying the Genre. Can't remember that guy's name. I got that book. It's a really tiny, small read, but he lays it out so cool because he tells you he has reference tracks posted on SoundCloud. You listen to him and you follow him. He teaches you how to structure it, and it's like almost teaches you how to do it. Like, here's how you write dramedy, and you build on that. Listen to a lot of dramedy tracks, and you know, he teaches you that it's not all about just pluck strings. It's about other things, you know. And he's good about that stuff. He really is. So keep that in mind. But I just wanted to kind of touch on on the point of, excuse me guys, I had something on my phone going off. I just wanted to touch on that real quick, that they don't always know, and if you don't make the cut, don't take it personally. Forget that. Just keep moving forward. Take that music and shop it elsewhere. You'll be fine. But it also may indicate that you need to get better at your craft, and it's a hard pill to swallow. I've been there. I'm still there sometimes. If I'm working on a new genre, think about that. You'll get there, I know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.